My girlfriend is playing a very dangerous game. Daddy says, have you eaten today? Dad says, pick your brother up. When you participated in a peaceful protest but are prepared for the alternative. How to steal my BMW badge. Thieves don't watch. Thieves after realizing they can't watch the video. Mission failed. We'll get him next time. She said no. So we're gonna make her feel pain. Giant kites could pull cargo ships across the ocean and slash their carbon emissions 3,000 years ago. You are given $1 million to hide a paperclip from a detective. He has 7 days to find it. Where are you hiding it? Or just show it to him because then he didn't find it. Go to the petting zoo, they said. It'll be fun, they said. The legend was foretold of his coming. Beware. Cow with car. Decided on getting a new tattoo. 5 hours, well worth it. Yo, what? It's an honor to be on your body. I got $100 that says he shows a picture of you to family and friends saying you're his girlfriend. No, I show pictures of my actual girlfriend. Where's my $100? How is she not beating your ass for this? How do you have a girlfriend doing stuff like this? Every night, my pig opens up my bedroom door, stares at me for a few minutes, then walks away. Words ending in IE just sound adorable. Yeah, like cutie, sweetie, cookie, die. Set it down carefully so you don't break the TV. Set it down carefully so you don't break the table. This sign in Thailand. Please don't complain about our English if you can't speak Thai. Love you. Okay, not what I meant. Requested dad's location. Post office. Me. Talk to people in real life. Argue with strangers online. No, I've got someone who can do it for half the price. Buy my stuff. Ads, ads, ads. I have no money. Please let him work. He needs to finish his job. He likes to yap. The question was, how are you? Keanu Reeves takes a 10-second pause to absorb a question. How are you is a loaded question. I will never relive my teen years. I will never relive my teen years. Pet him very carefully. This dog is not explosive. Empaths be like, but I can see their light. I helped 2,000 people walk again. The 2001st guy. My roommate hates when his clothes smell like food. This is him at a Japanese barbecue. Guys with zero criminal history, when they see a single police officer, it just gets tense. I don't know why. You're delusional. Actually, I'm just observant and have insane pattern recognition. My first ever attempt at a grilled cheese. I'm on the verge of tears. When you go to sleep, do you count sheep or moon pies? When I go to sleep, I count my mistakes. Cheers. I'll drink to that, bro. Still incredible to me that LinkedIn doesn't add any verification to prove you work or previously worked at a company. You can say you worked anywhere. Anyway, I'm now the CEO of LinkedIn. I'm in another country and I thought this was candy, but it's soap. I would have thought this is candy by the looks of that packaging too. My friend is going through a breakup and picked me up to do something fun, then took me out to get milk and cookies. He's 36. You sound ungrateful as hell. You know the nap was fire when you fall asleep in pants and wake up in pantaloons. Communicating with my 21-year-old roommates. Today is low-key giving pay rent vibes. Hi guys, this is a message from the future. Everything turns out really well. Try to enjoy yourselves. Thanks, I will do. Goodbye, cruel world. Nighty-nighty. What is nighty-nighty? Adding a jacket over a supersuit automatically gives any character bonus cool points. Sparkling water is disappointing because you smell it and it's like, super fruity. And then you taste it and it's just angry water. When I'm pulling the fakest story possible to impress a chick and bro says, I was there. Little brother ruining everyone's night in the family group chat. Oh my god. He's watching me beat my meat. Eat! Catastrophic typo. If God let redesigners rebrand Earth, before, after, just because you fit doesn't mean you're in the right place. Those dang cave divers need to hear this. No one. People with brown eyes. Just did my taxes. I put random numbers in. That's how many years the judge is gonna give you. Tried to defuse the situation. My instigating urges. A well-crafted argument. Minor misspelling. It destroys your whole argument. Like anything you were trying to say. Minor misspelling. Point invalid. My calculator is updating. Are you adding more numbers? You have seen a lighter, but have you seen a heavier? Fish 66 million years ago. OMG, look, asteroid and volcanic ash. Guess I'll survive. Fish in modern day. Is that tap water? Proceeds to die. Heading to work because I was too shy to dance on TikTok in 2020. Finished my first quilt. Ended up taking a whole year and costing like $700. BS hobby. Doing the deed doesn't impress me. Teach me how to make 30k in 2 days. Well, it's gonna involve doing the deed. How the hell do you even access the dark web? Open the browser at night. Next question. I wish ads felt pain when you skipped them. I think the advertisers do feel pain because they're burning money. Me, in the afterlife, explaining anxiety to a Mongolian warrior who saw his entire village destroyed at age 6. This gotta be the worst drink selection. Just give it up, bro. It's on its last thread. Mercator projection. A simple analogy. Dad's response to you texting. Absolutely anything. Thumbs up. My heart when I saw this view or apartment hunting. Is this a good or a bad thing? I've never been to Taco Bell. You know you're rich as hell when you can't fit your money in your phone case. Feminist cafe that charged 18% man tax goes out of business. I love capitalism. Netflix is opening up a restaurant in Los Angeles. Are you enjoying your meal, sir? Yeah, it's amazing. Splendid. Removes it from menu. 6-year-old me knew what was up. We're eating our vegetables tonight. The 3 kids stacked up in a trench coat. Wife and dog kidnapped by ninjas. Need money for karate lessons. I really want my dog back. When you're stuck with the trash homie because no one else can... Babe, your texts are too screenshotable. Your lore is too quotable. Your life is goofy. They're gonna kill you. Military uniforms, 2025.
We need to camouflage to blend in with our environment.
18th century. I'm a sheep whisperer. All I said was, please stop for a picture. He even gave me different angles to work with. 350-pound teacher arrested for using kid as a stepping stool during safety drill. The weak should fear the fat. I'm so glad you aren't one of those Hello Kitty girls. Listen, I would take a Garfield girl over a Hello Kitty girl any day of the week. Yo, are you coming today? If so, please poop before you come. You're a toilet killer for real. Choose your times. Uncertain, unprecedented, challenging, New Roman. Famous topics in art history. Hercules attempting to give his cat a pill. Having to go to the dentist as a kid. Having to go to the dentist as an adult. You just hit with a massive bill. If I pick you up in this, is this okay? Sure. When bro says something so real, it requires a handshake. Yo, that place was good. What was it called? Restaurant. POV. Doing your homework at 1 AM because you thought it would only take 15 minutes. In every universe, Peter Parker's type is women who are prone to falling from tremendous heights. God, remember when you could actually see what was happening in movies? New Batman movie. Could see anything? Trains were down. Rail replacement. I'm a train. Choo choo. I'm in an Airbnb and the ceiling is leaking. This is what the host said. I like that he put a positive spin on things. Clearer picture here. Indoor waterfall. That's awesome. Yeah, not when it's on your head when you're trying to sleep. The Pyramid of Intellect. Forklift certified. PhD, master's, bachelor's, associate's degree, high school diploma, and what's under that? Cave divers. Leave this in 2024. But they have fun flavors. Go eat a lollipop, loser. Controversial opinion. The night before a day off is better than the actual day off itself. True. One time the girl of my dreams asked me if I needed a ride home from campus, so I obviously let her drive me home and then walked back to campus a couple hours later to get my car. The friendship, me. If I don't text or talk first. I mean, these people aren't your real friends then. You aren't losing something of value, don't worry. A man dressed as Spider-Man allegedly stole 10k worth of Pokemon cards and other trading cards from a Virginia store. First he breaks the law, now he's stealing Pokemon cards. What's next? I've been saying it for years. Spider-Man isn't some hero, he's a masked menace. And now he's just not swinging around terrorizing hard-working New Yorkers. He's out there looting stalls for trading cards. Memes about students who eat in the back row exist. Meanwhile in Germany, they're drinking beer. How I expected antidepressants to work. How they really work. Ice cream guy is now snow cone guy. This was literally the simplest concept in the world. Burnt tourist who drops his ice cream. So why is everything about that wrong here? This is the funniest interaction I've seen all morning. Childish Gambino and Drake. My Uncle Ray and Aunt Lisa. Who the hell cares? I see Mater is towing one of them fancy trucks. The Temelin nuclear power plant rules. They project giant eyes on their cooling towers sometimes. I don't know if I've said this before, but animals take aura farming way too far. What is a group of ravens called? Unkindness. Bro, I'm sorry if I'm not responding to you. It takes forever for me to run between the keys. This was the 90s equivalent of live, laugh, love. This was far better than the live, laugh, love epidemic, and you know it. Supposedly the fastest way to get a guy to fall in love with you is wearing a milkmaid dress. Can anyone confirm? If you see a Cybertruck resting in a snowbank, leave it be. It's resting. When it wakes up, it will be on its merry way. When you come across an abandoned vehicle in a PS1 horror game, he loves to lie on his back on top of the cabinets, with his eyes wide open, just staring at the ceiling. Research shows relieving stress by doing the deed twice a week may increase lifespan by 20%. Maybe I'm immortal. What I cooked for myself as a child. What I cook for myself now. In Norway, up and not crying is a not uncommon response to how's it going type of questions. And I feel like that's a very reasonable standard to hold oneself to, especially nowadays. Can you guys give me some cool responses when someone says, me, watching someone who makes twice my salary calorie, struggle to save a PDF. Simple snack for class. Cutting board gives you more protein. Old Windows search bar. Here's exactly what you wanted with its location. Woof. New Windows search bar. Files, what are files? Want me to search the internet with Bing? Young me, trying to figure out how the cheap solar-powered calculator works, just fine without batteries or sunlight. When it's April 2nd, and she's still pregnant. What do you mean you're not joking? 2025 is like 2008, but none of us have wives or houses to lose. Finally, an 8 AM class I wouldn't mind going to. How to be a good boy. I'm fine as long as I'm constantly distracted. Could a mentally ill person do this? You inspired me to clean my room, just not today. Touching the part my cat just cleaned. Screw you, kitty. Judge, do you swear to speak the truth and nothing but the truth? Yup. Who do you like? OMG dare. That's a girl drink. Okay, Brock. Enjoy your 5% bread-flavored soda. I'm drinking a fruit smoothie that'll have me messed up beyond recognition in 15 minutes. It's called efficiency. Shout out to everyone that's actually really intelligent, but have difficulty articulating what they know, especially when they're being questioned. So, people with anxiety. I am 26 years old and I bought a football. This is the stuff you say when you have a language oral exam in school. I'm crying.
Chicken jockey. Chicken jockey.
I love the 2048 rule. If it's still bothering you after 24 hours, say something before it's been 48. You can't wait too long to speak on an issue. It loses its importance, but speaking too quickly gives you no time to think it over. It's shaping to be that way. We are so back. It's so over. We are so back. It's so over. Girls, I wish men were as romantic in the 50s. Also men in the 50s when their wives slightly overcooked their meatloaf. Nobody cares about a man's mental health until it turns into anger. Then everyone sees him as a bad person. When I catch my son drinking my beer, so I beat him. Then he says he just wanted to drunk drive to the casino and bet all on red to be like me. What have I done? This is how my dating life is going. When am I taking you out then? What the hell? 5 months later? Better late than never. Hey, happy 5 months again. I mean, the Vsauce guy is still alive. I thought he died 10 years ago and all the memes were a tribute. I was born today and all the memes were a prophecy. Never thought I'd own a $100 bill I'd never spend. Check out that serial number. Had to grade it. 69420 Bob. When you've been having a mental breakdown for the past 30 minutes and it's time to lock in again. You're so quiet. Actually, you said something I didn't like 5 minutes ago, so you lost my personality privileges. Bro is cartoonishly cute. These faces get me every time. Peter Griffin, no! He got hit! How it feels when you stop caring about what people think. Sorry, wrong image. You still care though. Person who hacked my credit card emailed me asking why I cancelled his flight. Why was my flight cancelled? Could you please respond? I have a family event to attend. Thank you for your time. Travis. Shut up, Travis. Can you tell us any funny stories from your time filming Heat? Yeah, thanks for letting us know. Yao Ming was 7'6" and his suit was still baggy. The early 2000s were wild times. Screw this. He wants to travel back to 2004 and get a $50 GameCube. I miss poverty Nintendo. This and never opening Microsoft Outlook again. My grandpa's last words to me on his deathbed were, "They cut off my balls," and he made me lean in to whisper it into my ear, then started laughing so hard we had to call the nurse. How parents expect the older sibling to react when the young one goes ballistic. Lana Del Rey got married to an alligator tour guide. Why would an alligator need a tour guide? Reject modernity. Embrace tradition. When the morning crew complained that we didn't stock the cups up enough, so we made sure they will have plenty for tomorrow. Is anyone hiring for a job that feels like this? I noticed a piece of broccoli on my plate that I thought looked like an opossum's face, so I used it to make a little food opossum. In 3 months. You're the most beautiful girl I've seen in 3 months. Realistic compliments are way better than lies. No, they are. Beautiful, beautiful tomato soup with a secret ingredient to give it 30 grams of protein. The secret ingredient is 30 grams of protein powder. Is this like the tuberculosis demon or something? Why am I getting chased by the void? Is this a joke? He got the Under Armour logo tattooed on his calves. This guy's a real athlete. Who remembers prefects? Yeah, they were the biggest suckers. Sometimes I forget this is a UK type of thing, and not just a Hogwarts thing. I hated prefects. April Fools! So I'm a fool because you betrayed my trust? I'm a fool for holding what you say with complete sincerity? I'm not the fool. You are. Wasn't even hungry. Folding the paper not crazy. Just found this picture from an assignment I did last year. He thinks that one instance is indicative of all future outcomes. Get a load of this guy. To fix an engine, you must understand the engine, feel the engine, be the engine. When I say I stay in my own lane, this is the lane I'm talking about. Psychopath. When neighbors start talking, good things happen. Chickens. To my neighbor that complained to the city about my chickens, I want to thank you because I didn't know I'm allowed to have up to 25, and I don't even have half that. So thanks for the complaint. I learned something today. You got a notification. This guy was banned from Reddit. How do you get banned from Reddit? What were you posting? In a dead silent class of around 30 people taking a test. Stomach. I will now demonstrate a whale's call. Hey, I kind of have the look at me doing bad girl stuff look, but there is nothing bad going on. Could you make it seem like I'm breaking the rules? Thank you. Whoa. Caution. Wet paint. Do not touch. Show up at work like, hi boss, sorry I'm late. I was helping my mother track down one specific 90s dungeon crawler. For the purposes of obtaining a muffin recipe, the developer hid in the files. Anyway, shout out to Stonekeep. Finally, a scooter for couples. Receives wrong copper. Angrily chisels note for 6 hours. Complaint about delivery of the wrong grade of copper. I asked my wife to share her queen-sized blanket, to which she replied she was a queen, and therefore the blanket was already at max Have I read this? I think I've read this before. The manager. Odin, help us. Neighbor is letting the neighborhood weigh in on their house color. Hey neighbors, thanks for your patience. Which color do you like? Vote here. My neighbor got this thing that holds his dog in place when driving with the windows down. Not a good day to be a tenant. Guess who's moving? You. Rent is due on the 1st of the month, not whenever. I have sent several letters and you ignored them all. Eviction has been filed and an additional $200 has been added to your balance. To avoid going to court, bring your outstanding balance in the amount of $2,000 up. What are these called? Let me see how country you guys are. I don't know. Spiky balls? Prickly things? Buy the license. No. Okay. Date a person. Stay single. Delusionally date a no one dates fictional characters. They might just like have a crush on a fictional character or think they're hot, but date? No way. Got any fatherly advice? Even if you browse in incognito mode, your computer still saves resolved DNS cache of the websites you visit and can be viewed with ipconfig/display DNS. Clear the cache with ipconfig/flush DNS. Thanks.